In this special live episode, we're going to be chatting all about the news coming out of E3 2013. Ben gives us his first impressions of The Last of Us. Toby talks about the history of difficult games as hardcore gamers everywhere anticipate the release of Dark Souls 2. We have a whole heap of prizes to give away, live on the show, courtesy of our friends at Retro GT. And I try to forget Capcom's new game, Remember Me.
Hello and welcome to Kilobits Live. This is our 12th and final episode of the season.
It's a bit scary. Not even gonna lie.
Fair enough, and obviously it's E3, hence the live, and we've actually got a couple of sponsors. These laptops are from XMG, provided by Mycin, and we've got a bunch of swag to give away, courtesy of Retro GT.
And the t-shirts.
And the t-shirts. There'll be a competition coming up at the end of the show, so if you can stomach us for the next 2 hours, please don't hesitate to tweet in when we give you the details. And we'll be giving away one of these lovely wallet things, every section.
Travel passes,
every section. And to win one of those, all you got to do is tweet in at the Kilobits with your best Xbox One gag, and we'll be announcing the winner, as they come.
Yep.
So, this is exciting, isn't it? It's E3.
It is, it's really exciting. We should, can we start with Microsoft, please?
I think that we're starting with Microsoft, and unlike Microsoft, we're not going to start with veiled threats of exclusivity. We're going to go straight in and look at Rise.
Yeah, well...
First game about Roman soldiers that I can really say I've... Can you think of another one?
Do I?
Rome Total War, of course. First game where you play in a Steven Spielberg like D-Day scenario as a Roman soldier, though, right down to the explosion nearby and loss of faculties.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. I saw it and I was like, well, you know, this is. I couldn't. I was just like, what? You know, it's just not even.
I couldn't understand what the appeal was.
No.
Like, I mean, do they think that Roman soldiers are cool?
I don't know, that was
like 300.
It was.
300's cool, and it's got a real 300 vibe. Like, you know, they're banging on the shields, and there's explosions that wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, I mean,
and like they're firing down the ballistae.
It's just
it's utterly confusing.
Yeah.
And it looks to be just a mess of QuickTime events.
Yeah, I noticed that. Like when they were trying to show it off, they're like, "Oh, this is really cool. Look funny." So, oh my god, QuickTime!
I couldn't believe that it was like the first thing they went to that wasn't. Well, it wasn't Metal Gear 5, and it was just all stuff that, gamers despise. But it has promise. I mean, we can't dismiss it offhand, can we?
Can I?
Yeah. You know, it was about that time that I considered tuning out.
Yeah, I got pulled very quickly into their conference.
I think it's the fact that we all sort of knew what was coming, and our dread was fulfilled. But let's not get onto that just yet and talk about the new Halo. We haven't really seen anything of it.
No.
Master Chief crossing the desert like Moses didn't take him 40 years.
It looked like he was wrapped in a really old cowl.
It really confuses me. Like he's got Spartan. Is it Mark 5 now armor? Anyway, it's the Mjolnir. Yeah. Okay, he survived 2 falls from space in the games, and this thing needs protection from sand. Can't get it in the cracks, apparently.
What a knob.
What a knob. Good input, Dom.
Not being funny, but if you can fall from space, actually.
Yeah, but all the impact's taken by the gel layers. It's just that the gel layers get real clogged easy. So. And he's holding dog tags, and it was a big dramatic reveal. And obviously Steven Spielberg, coming back to him, this time not so much a plagiarism sequence from Saving Private Ryan as I'm quite interested to see how they do the TV show.
Yeah.
After what Defiance was.
No, I don't think it's going to be any good. And if it is, then you can. I don't know. But I just don't think it's going to be any good. Like when they get.
Yeah, but what are you basing that on? Like Forward Unto Dawn was quite good.
Quite.
Quite.
Quite good, but it wasn't
full good.
Okay, it wasn't Steven Spielberg showing up to ba 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 Halo 4 5. What are we up to? 5.
It's 5.
Yeah, it is 5. Even though it's like what the. I'm not even going to hazard a guess because I'll just be wrong. Okay, now that we've looked at two sort of games that neither of us seem to be too hype about, let's just talk about Killer
Instinct.
I mean, Microsoft acquired Rare, and then nuts and bolts happened. Okay, and we all know what happened there. Like, it's an entertaining enough game, it's just not Banjo-Kazooie. And then they made them make the avatars. And it was like, you've got this legendary studio that you're just completely squandering. But fortunately enough,
I think
The Orchid might be back.
I
mean, that was... This, like, I remember... The Orchid for me was like prime masturbatory material. So this is... To see her with jiggle physics is going to be...
Jiggle physics.
It's going to be exciting.
It is going to be exciting. Even I'm like, looking forward to that.
That's terrifying. But the thing...
You carry on.
No? No, you go.
No, I was just going to say, I'm a bit excited for it, really, because I'm I like my fighting games.
You do like your fighting games. You like your 8 out of 8
Do you want to just...
Yeah, fight me. Okay, so out of the oasis of calm was Killer Instinct. Okay, we're now wading into the pool that is... World of Tanks, which...
Big announcement! World of Tanks!
We have several realistic tanks doing like jumps.
It was so...
I don't understand. Like, we had. I mean, it kind of reminds me of like that old game Battlezone. With the wireframes and the pointlessness.
Just why?
I don't understand.
It doesn't make sense.
I don't know. Like, it seemed to me that Microsoft came into this. They came into E3 knowing that they had to rectify their mistakes.
They started off really well. I'm not going to lie, because they did show.
Well, yeah,
they were like,
look
at this.
They got Hideo out.
I was thinking,
you see him in your heart.
Yeah, and you're just like, but like, not like, Jesus. No, like, they did. I honestly thought that they were gonna like really, what's the word? I can't think. Break some.
Flourish.
Yeah, like, and actually, gain their audience back from that old. Bullshit.
It's from the sort of the DRM issues and all the rest of it that were sort of plaguing the console, and like the pre-owned stuff.
Yeah.
And it turned out to be just as bad as everyone was hoping. And like there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, at least they're dumping Microsoft points.
Yeah.
That at least, like they're taking away the imaginary currency.
Yeah.
And inevitably making you pay in increments of 5 anyway. So, which is what Sony did. So
at least I think that's the more of a better way.
They caught up.
Yeah, like loads of years late. But the pre-order achievement though. Oh
god, yeah. Pre-order an Xbox and get an indelible mark put on your profile that shows that you're a mug. There's no judgment, okay? But I can't imagine getting one at this point. I mean, we've got Kinect directly monitoring what you. I'm not saying that people are going to be listening to you, because that's flat out retarded. Like, there's not going to be a dude in a cupboard like watching all the streams. But at the same time, like I don't feel comfortable with having a console that's listening to me.
Or like checking your pulse, because it does that. Did you know? Yeah.
That's terrifying.
That's not right, is it?
Because my pulse is usually like 0, because I just lie prone.
Yeah. But that's just not right.
Do you remember Kodu?
Yep, I had an assignment on that.
Oh yeah, because you do game design.
Yeah, had to make the whole game.
Kodu was a 400-point Microsoft official indie game in which you made like little mini games, basically all twin stick shooters, or like sort of really get from A to B.
Really simple programming.
Yeah. Exactly. It was teaching kids to program, and that was all right. And it had these radial menus.
Good,
What we're getting to is that Project Spark was announced, and that I love anything with a lever in it.
Yeah.
Like I'm a sucker for Little Big Planet and
definitely.
I'd say ROM hacking, but I'm terrible at it, so I just give up. What, projects are hard to finish?
Yeah.
Jeez.
I wasn't
I'm sure you weren't mocking, but no. Project Spark uses sort of, smart glass to draw, and you can talk to your Kinect, and that actually really interested me because he was making land as he went.
Yeah.
But it was just Kodu.
It was.
Hey Xbox, let's make it evening. Good job, Xbox.
Terrible.
It was the closest thing to a Milo moment we had from Kinect.
Like,
you remember Milo?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. I don't even want to think about it. If we're absolutely honest. Let's go into the price. Price of the Xbox.
The deadly silence after that. Like the few cheers were just.
Well, it wasn't so much that. Like there was plenty of cheering. It's just when they announced it, and it was what, 430 quid?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they were just like £429, and then the dude just went. And like the crowd realised they were supposed to be applauding, I think.
Yeah, it's like they were waiting. It was that awkward moment of just the kind
I think that's because of that rumour of the two price brackets. Like people were expecting it to be like, or
you can have
30 quid and a blowjob.
Yeah.
Just track down your nearest Microsoft employee and gargle his balls. Because to be fair, that's kind of what you're doing anyway if you get an Xbox at this point.
Yeah.
Just because I can't believe the sharing game stuff as well. Like I'm a fool. I spend all my money on video games.
Yeah.
And my friends kind of rely on that. So for me not to be able to sort of say, here's binary domain, enjoy that.
Yeah, I mean, like they did say that you can have up to 10 people on your family thing, where you can, but that's still being limited. Like you should be able to just go, here, have this.
If I've bought a game, then I should own that.
Yeah, it should be.
You should be able to do whatever you want with it. Like you should be able to put it in a microwave. You should be able to frisbee it across the room.
Yeah.
But no, apparently not. Apparently you're just paying for an intangible idea at this point.
Ridiculous. It makes me angry. But they brought out a new 360 console, didn't they?
That's good. That's a good thing. The 360 is a quality console. To be fair, everything on the 360 that they showed, I think looks awesome. Yeah. But that's just to have my Dark Souls goggles on. Did you see that trailer?
Yes, I did.
It really bothered me because the chief concern that people tend to have with Dark Souls is that it's repetitive.
Right.
The combat's slow, you go in, you hit things with your sword and you die, and you do that ad infinitum. That's the whole game. And the trailer's song, the lyrics were again and again and again, and it felt like they were hammering that home.
Yeah.
Like if you like tedium and reloading your save, then this is the game for you. I mean, I'm so pumped.
Yeah.
I've never been this pumped.
You're a massive Dark Souls fan.
I love Dark Souls, but
yeah. I don't know. I was really hoping that Microsoft would be like, this is going to be really cool. You have to get it, and then I would then be like, oh shit, I need it. But I was like halfway through, I was just there, lying on the floor, like, what am I watching? Like, why is this even a thing?
I don't know. I think that it could have gone a lot worse. They stayed away from the word TV.
They did.
Which is kind of a small mercy given.
Only said it once.
Really, you counted?
Well, they said TV and I went, oh! So.
And that's the only time throughout the whole thing you went, oh!
Yeah, that's the only time I went, oh!
Okay.
Very upset.
But no, they stayed away from TV, they stayed away from all this multimedia bullshit. They tried to recapture the attention of gamers, and they committed a couple of cardinal sins, which I reckon they're going to have to redeem themselves.
Again.
Plus I'm never going to be free of my G unless I don't get one. Because obviously your achievements carry over, which is important to neckbeards like myself.
Well, yeah, that was another thing that kind of, I was a bit like, what? The fact that your achievements don't carry over.
They do carry over.
Apparently they don't.
I thought they did.
I don't, I'm going to have to look into it now.
Oh, this is so kilobits.
I know.
Anyway,
yeah.
so now that we've sort of looked at some stuff which is going to be good on Xbox, let's look at something which turned out to be kind of mediocre by the Behemoth, BattleBlock Theater. What do we want our team colour to be? I mean, there's so many of them.
Let's go blue or white.
Well, we're not racist, Ben.
Red.
Well,
Blue.
blue.
I look like Sonic.
Okay, press A to ready up. Right, the controls in this game, I cannot remember.
A's jump.
A's jump.
Yep. There's a double jump. X is attack.
Wait, where am I? Right there.
B.
Yeah, you can beat one another up.
Yep. B is use your tool.
Which is a frisbee.
Yep. You all have
I haven't.
frisbees that
What
explode.
the hell just happened?
Out.
I just exploded.
Wow, we can do like jumps off people's heads.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The right trigger is throw people.
Whoa.
But because we're in co-op, we can like help each other up. Left trigger signals for help. I can't remember what the suicide button is, so don't press it.
That's how
Good advice.
This game is brought to you by Yarn. Yarn, it's a ball.
Okay, guys, let's go. Okay. Well, while you guys do that, I'm gonna go and score.
Yeah, we're the distraction.
Oh wait, I'm punching you. I'm sorry.
How do you hold on to the balls? Ah, I'm getting in the water.
Okay, B is throw ball.
How do you pick up ball?
You just touch it. Think of it like sensible soccer, except really good.
Oh,
And X is spike the ball.
Get out.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Shit, they scored. Okay. Fuck, they've scored again. Okay, we got one. Okay, for anyone that's watching, I'm the little dude with the ghost face. I'm the ghost face killer.
What?
Just throw a frisbee in your face.
Fuck. Yeah, don't go in the water because you will die. Who's the star man?
Waiting in the sky. Ah, I dropped the ball. How do you fire? How do you fire the ball?
X fires it like downwards.
Oh,
B
no.
fires it like along, laterally. Shit, shot Ben.
It's alright, I'm used to it. Dom's been doing it about a million times.
Fuck.
I haven't even gone near the ball yet.
Okay,
I'm just trying to beat guys up.
Guys, we're losing.
Really?
Yes.
That's not a surprise. Out.
Unacceptable. Fuck.
Sorry.
Well, we lost, guys.
Like bosses. Win. Most valuable player was me. That's amazing.
That's upsetting. Okay, guys.
I just keep getting dragged into all these fights. Leave me alone.
Oh, sorry, Dom.
Okay.
Got
Who
it.
is who?
I'm the little triangle
Bacon
head.
Face.
Oh,
Okay.
someone blew me up. Tom just took the time to punch me and stuff.
Okay. Well done, Ben. Go. Oh, nice.
Oh,
No, the right trigger will
Right
just
trigger.
drop it. Fuck, what have I...
no!
Own goal, wow.
That was unbelievable.
Sorry, lads.
It's alright.
Yeah, you see those exploding frisbees?
Yeah.
Don't...
I'm
Don't...
trying to get the other guys with it.
Fuck, what's this Dragon Ball Z bullshit that's going down?
I'm going to point the Isaac guy there.
I'm getting.
Binding of Isaac guy. I don't see a Binding of Isaac
The
guy.
red guy with the big face.
Okay, Ben, go, go, go. Oh, I'll hold him off.
Yes!
Wow, this game is better with people.
I'm just about to get killed. Oop. Oh! Dropped it. How do I get down? Quick, get the ball, get the ball, get the ball!
Ben the Dropper Vita.
Hey, come on. I'm doing a good job here.
Okay.
No! Die!
Yes, Bacon Face.
Yeah.
Go Bacon Face, go!
Right trigger.
Right. Ah, fuck.
Okay, I'm just gonna grab that.
Yeah.
Fuck, what have I done?
Got it. Someone knock him out. Coming through. Oh. No!
Thanks, Dom.
I can't help it this game.
I think we lost again.
Really?
You know what? I think we should probably try another event. maybe your skills aren't in basketball.
Just about. Who was the most valuable player?
Admittedly, the only time I ever went for the ball, I got twice the goal.
Yes.
How the hell?
Ow.
Twice the MVP.
Okay, how about muckle?
Yep.
You can't beat a good
Beat
muckle.
up the enemy team. Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah. Okay.
I think we can.
I'm going to stay as a triangle man.
Yeah, I'm gonna be.
I'm still going with bacon face.
Bacon face!
Right. Well, I'm going to play as Castle Crashers. We're going to be the orange team. Is everyone all right with that?
Yep.
Perfect.
Okay. So, who's who? Roll call. I'm Castle Man.
I'm Star.
I've got some cool specs.
And I'm bacon face.
Of course. Dom,
Yeah.
waiting on you.
Oh, right. Sorry. I'm such a liability today.
And they say girls take longer to get ready than blokes.
That is the most innocuous, inoffensive. Oh yeah, ruddy birds. Okay, don't forget your attacks are on X, your tools on B.
That was amazing.
Okay, now if you kill them with an exploding frisbee, we get 20 extra points. So make that happen, yeah? But if they kill us, well, if you kill yourself with an exploding frisbee, they get 20 points. This is... Watch out, bacon face. Ah! We are destroying them.
It's the bit we learned how to do really well.
Oh yeah, if you press down and the B button, you do like...
I'm being tag teamed here!
Tag team.
You do this weird, like, Mortal Kombat uppercut. Wow, Dom is just taking it from these guys.
Ow.
Okay, guys, I think we found our forte. Bear in mind that we have 312 points to their 147.
As we practice.
Bomb!
Oh, getting beat.
Shit, I'm getting pounded. Who has thrown a frisbee? No! You.
Yes. Ouch.
Oh wait, that's.
That's the thing, like, this game was made by the Behemoth, who made, like, well, they're a Newgrounds team. And they made, like, Castle Crashers, and the art guy did Binding of Isaac. But this game just isn't as good. I don't know what it is about it. It's just not as good.
Yeah.
Ultimate win. Make me the MVP.
Yeah, probably. It'll be someone with exploding frisbees.
Yay!
So when you're saying this game's broken, I think that proves points.
Yeah. Wow!
Ooh.
That's patronising.
No blood.
It's hurtful.
Go. I'm just getting beat by a pirate. Ouch.
Ground.
Can someone help me?
It's cool. I got this, Ben. Shit, frisbees.
Shit frisbees.
Let me use my gun.
Get out of that corner again.
Watch out, bacon face.
No!
Oh, that's the reason this game isn't so good. They've got like this weird, like PewDiePie fucking commentator. So like whenever he does anything, he sounds kind of like Hedonism Bot from Futurama, but unfunny.
Got this one dude who's just after me.
Frisbee.
Being tag team again here by a pirate and a Viking.
Okay, we're losing. Everyone just start spamming frisbees.
Getting beat.
Nice. Yeah, the more frisbees you spam, the more dead they'll be. Fuck.
I'm sorry.
I'm holding my own. This is horrible. Okay, we're winning again. Everyone just... No! Fuck, we did it! We did it!
Whoa, pulled it back to the brink.
Holy shit. Bottom of my shawl. Oh. When did I get so old?
There you go, Tobe.
Yes! And we are back live again, thrillingly enough. And don't forget, you can tweet in to win any of these lovely wallets. Sound like kind of the Home Shopping Network,
Yeah,
except instead of currency, you'll just be using words, which are free. It's a competition. It's thrilling. Anyway, now we're going to be talking about some generic third-party developers and publishers.
Yep.
And we're going to be looking at Ubisoft first, for our sins. Okay, so first game by Ubisoft that really didn't catch my eye.
Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
I don't know if I can care at this point.
I don't.
Like, when Assassin's Creed 1 came out, it was kind of like a fresh new... Well, it wasn't even a fresh new idea, but it was a fresh new IP, and like the presentation was pretty cool, and it turned out to be a sci-fi game, and it was real weird. And you got to fight in the Crusades. Number 2, you're in the Renaissance. 3.
Can we pretend 3 doesn't exist?
3, you track down Charles Lee, and the most said line of dialogue in the entire game is, "Where's Charles Lee?" Which is fine. Okay, that's fine if it's like, "Where in the world is Carmen San Diego?" But do you remember that shit? Do you remember that shit? Anyway, Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag is about pirates who...
Again.
What do you mean again?
Like, it was really just...
There were no pirates! Wait, no, come on, when?
Jesus Christ.
When? Are you talking about Risen 2, Port Royale 3, when?
Some of everything. I hate pirates.
You hate pirates?
Not literally pirates, but... Like, I don't know, I feel like everything has kind of gone down the piratey avenue. Whether that's just
what?
me.
I think this might just be you.
I think it is just me, to be fair, but either way...
I don't know, I'm beyond caring about Assassin's Creed.
Yeah,
which
it's
is,
gone past the point of
it's
caring.
not something that I like to say because, I know that it makes me a bimblefuck, but I quite enjoyed Assassin's Creed 2. I thought that was a great game. Assassin's Creed 1 was repetitive as shit, Assassin's Creed 2 had it down, and now you're a pirate. And that's the whole evolution.
The Rayman Legends.
Rayman Legends. This was one of the games that I was really, really excited to see when it was a Wii U exclusive.
Right.
Like, not because I was planning on getting a Wii U or anything, but because I thought it was really, really cool that the Wii U was getting sort of I say a big name game, but like such an awesome, like slick, family-friendly...
Definitely.
Like, it was everything that the Wii U sort of needed.
Mm-hmm.
And then they pushed it back so that everyone could have it, which I'm not averse to. I think that everyone should be able to enjoy good games. I'm not going to be elitist about this, but it would have been nice to have something which could necessitate my recent purchase of a Wii U, which I bought with rent money. Well, not rent money.
Are you going to eat?
No, I'm not going to eat. It's going to be excellent. And by the time Kilobits comes back, I'm going to be so skinny. Not true. Not true even a little bit. But no, I mean, obviously it's made by, it's so French, or French Canadian, or whatever. But if you've played Rayman Origins, then you know exactly how fantastic this is going to be. Rayman Origins was a great, fast-paced little 2D side-scroller that really proved that in an era of sort of unfortunate grittiness, there's still a place for fun 2D side-scrollers.
See, I'm not a big Rayman fan. I played it once a while ago. Like literally when I was quite young. And I did enjoy it, but I just never like.
Which one did you play? Was it Rayman 2?
I think so.
Because they re-released Rayman 2 like every time there's a new console. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, but I don't know. I just wasn't my thing.
Speaking of Rayman, though, what about Raving Rabbids TV?
TV.
I don't know if I can.
What is that even? How?
The thing about the Rabbids is, like, even though they had Rayman sort of emceeing for the whole thing, their defining personality trait was just screeching.
Yeah.
And
Isn't that just going to be like a TV show full of screeching?
Yeah, it's going to be like SpongeBob SquarePants without the jokes. And in SpongeBob SquarePants, the jokes are like few and far between that didn't make me want to kill myself in the first place. Like, I'm not hating. I'm not hating.
Are you sure?
Well, it's made my blacklist. My
Splinter Cell.
Yeah, no, I don't know. Like, Michael Ironside's back with a brand new rap, and I don't know. It looks a lot like it's drawing from the book of Splinter Cell Conviction, which I don't. I think I'm the only person in the world that liked that game.
Really?
Like, I'll buy into anything with Michael Ironside.
I don't know.
Like, he's the second best thing about Starship Troopers, after the bugs.
See, I'm like mixed opinions on this, on Splinter Cell, because I can't even answer it. Like, I saw it. I swear at this E3 I was just confused because I was like, why are they doing all of this stuff? Like, how?
What? Why are they announcing all these games on these?
No. Like just different things. I don't know. Just kind of.
Cool.
It's hard to.
The video's now restarted. Fantastic. And like last but not least is Watch Dogs.
I am excited for Watch Dogs.
I'm super pumped for Watch Dogs. Like, I know
amazing.
I have no words how excited I am about Watch Dogs. It looks like sort of the anonymous hacker paradigm sort of dreamboat where they become like their own little vigilante, and I'm going to get it on Wii U because I'm going to tap the screen and things are going to happen. And that's the only reason I want it on that. Like, I'm probably going to get a PS4, but we'll come on to that later. I mean, obviously, you know what Watch Dogs is. You know what Watch Dogs is, so we're not going to explain it.
No!
It's a free roaming hacker game. There you go. And last but not least, I mean, it's not an Ubisoft game, but I'm excited.
Yeah, it looked amazing.
Right, they didn't show any of it. It's Mad Max. I mean, it was such a cool trailer, and I know it's based on the new Tom Hardy Mad Max, rather than the old racist Mad Max. I mean, like the movie itself wasn't racist, but the fact that it had Mel Gibson in it didn't help matters.
Well.
Actually, back then he was kind of cool and like fighting against apartheid. So. I say he was fighting against apartheid. There was that one movie he did where apartheid was bad.
Yeah, well. But no, I from what they showed of it, I was like, oh.
It was really stylish and really slick, and it got my interest.
Over someone's head.
It was implied that you ran over someone's head. You didn't see an eye come out. If an eye didn't come out, it didn't happen.
All right, yeah, all right.
We're now going to move on to Konami, who one time I referred to as a poor man's Capcom back when this was kill screen, and oh how wrong. I mean, number one, I'd forgotten about Metal Gear Solid. The new installment looks incredible, The Phantom Pain with Kiefer Sutherland. Although David Hayter was on his Twitter, he said that he hoped that Kiefer Sutherland was sort of like new Coke and that he'd come back and everyone would sort of rejoice, but I can see it working.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, the graphics, the game looks incredible, but that's only to be expected. It's a Kojima game on a new console.
The whole sliding around a horse.
Yeah, that was bizarre.
What?
The soldiers couldn't detect you when you were hiding on the side of a horse, which just struck me as like, surely they'd just be like, shit, there's a horse and it's got like a saddle.
So they didn't.
Where are your words, Dom?
I haven't got any.
What else have they been doing? Pro Evolution Soccer. That's a thing that we're not going to discuss.
I wish it wasn't a thing.
Why do you wish it wasn't a thing? Football players need games.
Do they?
No, they don't. They've got footballs.
Exactly.
Go out in the park and get fresh air and remain happy with their lives.
Exactly.
The last thing that they're sort of really bigging up, as the kids say these days, is Castlevania Lords of Shadow 2, which is really... I'm glad that it's sort of just got this unpretentious title. It's just Lord of Shadows 2.
Yeah.
Which I'm happy with. I'm not going to get it.
Why not?
Well, because I like Castlevania. And Lords of Shadow is about as removed from Castlevania as you can possibly get without being like a small pork pie. Like, I mean, you know, it's a delicious meaty treat, but it's not, it's not Castlevania. It doesn't mean it's bad.
Yeah.
Personally, I quite like pork pies. And I did eventually pick up Lords of Shadow, and it wasn't as abhorrent as I thought it was going to be. It was just God of War.
I thought you hated it.
Well, I did hate it. It's just I'm trying to think positive right now because of the live thing. And obviously it's set in the same universe as Lords of Shadow Mirror of Fate on 3DS, which I reviewed recently, well, sort of reviewed, and I thought that was pretty banging.
That was sarcasm.
No, it was just an average 3DS game. But, you know, speaking of Castlevania, a notoriously difficult game, we're now going into our second piece of VT, for which I can only apologise eternally. It's my piece on hard games. Please, for the love of God, don't. Just, there's no tank on runway. Now, I love hard games. But why? What's wrong with me? Why would I do this to myself? Am I a masochist? Or, I mean, is there some kind of deep psychological scarring that I need to overcome? Well, I'm not alone. Lots of people like hard games. But what constitutes difficulty in a video game? I mean, is it pure game design, or does it come down to the variable of player skill? Now, Dark Souls 2 has received its release window of around March 2014, so with that in mind, I'm going to be taking a look at the brief history and trying to explain a little bit about the relevance of difficulty in video games. Before we begin, it's important to note that games are easier today than they've ever been. Multiple difficulty settings, a shift in audience towards the mainstream entertainment consumer, and technological and financial shifts have changed the face of gaming into something we never would have imagined back when we were playing tennis for two on a oscilloscope. Back in the 80s and 90s, a game like Demon's Souls would have been considered an average difficulty romp rather than a tooth-bluntingly tedious grind. Things were different. Games were expected to be challenging, and more importantly, they pretty much had to be. Let's look at an example, shall we? You see, back when Metal Gear was less than solid, back on the MSX2 to be precise, the technology was so primitive that our boy Hideo had to fit the entire adventure onto 128 kilobytes. What's more, the whole game can be completed in just over half an hour once you know where you're going and what you're doing. If we compare this to Snake's latest outing, Metal Gear Solid 4, the game is 32 gigabytes. And even if you account for the huge number of cutscenes and sound files that go into that, that's still a hell of a lot more space for the gameplay. When I completed Metal Gear Solid 4 the first time, it took me around about 20 hours. So how the hell is any of this relevant? Well, when I played the original Metal Gear for the MSX2, it also took me around 20 hours. I got lost a lot, I died far more, and at times it felt like there was no guarantee that I would ever see the ending. I played the game in bursts, quitting due to frustration but always coming back. It was the difficulty that made this tiny 128 kilobyte file last as long as its descendant, and at the end screen I felt just as accomplished as I had after the series finale, although a lot less emotionally drained. This same phenomenon can be seen time and time again as we look at modern games and their precursors. Castlevania, Lords of Shadow, took about a week to master completely, while I've poured night after night into the original game and still struggle to this day. Bionic Commando 2010 was great fun and gave me a similar feeling to the original, but having completed the newer one countless times, I can freely admit that I'll probably never see Hitler's face explode in 8-bit outside of a YouTube video. So that's a technical explanation of why games used to have to be so ball-breakingly unforgiving, to extend the lifespan of ludicrously expensive pieces of grey plastic, which would have otherwise expired far too quickly. Imagine how easy Doom would have been if you'd been privy to the regenerating health and AI teammates that litter shooters today, or Mega Man 3 with the recently added Easy mode. It would be ridiculous. There is, however, a dark side to this phenomenon, an evil, if you will. The balance between making a game difficult and making a game unfair is a really hard one to strike and has led to a phenomenon known as artificial difficulty. Now I know what you're saying. Toby, games are contrived by man, everything in them's artificial. No, you're wrong, shut up, I'll explain. Artificial difficulty is, in a nutshell, difficulty which is completely independent of the player's skill or ability to circumvent. It's the boss which can't hit you but takes 2,000 hits himself to kill. It's the hidden pit which you can't possibly spot on your first try. It's clunky controls or convoluted game mechanics which ensure that no matter how good you get at the game, or how much practice you put in, your progress will always be impeded. It's a term popular among the critics of difficult games, like Dark Souls, who mistakenly attribute the game's emphasis on learning and discovery with the trial and error unavoidable deaths and beginner's traps seen in artificially difficult games. Let's look at an example here. The game you're looking at right now is Super Pitfall on NES. This game is ridiculous, and if you've not played it, I'd recommend doing so, or at least watching James Rolfe's review of it, just so you can see how fucking horrendous it is. The game capitalises on exploration and collection, but unlike other games in this style, like Spelunker, it's completely unfair. It's a labyrinth of death which offers no hints, directions, or warnings as to when it'll send you back to the beginning, for reasons which, thanks to artificial difficulty, feel completely arbitrary. Next, and in contrast, we have Sen's Fortress, an area in Dark Souls which gives a lot of new players trouble because, like Super Pitfall, it's full of traps and enemies tougher than Notch's underbelly. What sets it apart from Super Pitfall is that if you concentrate, and I mean really concentrate, you can make it through Sen's Fortress on your first try completely unscathed. Every trap is deadly, but if you take it slow and pay attention to your surroundings, you're able to spot every single thing that can possibly kill you. That's not artificial difficulty, that's just unforgiving, which is to be expected from a game whose entire gimmick is prepare to die. So, with all this said, and all these tools at our disposal to make bigger, harder, longer games, why are games so much easier than they used to be? Well, part of that comes down to a change in what games fundamentally are. Way back when, back before Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games was something you could say without laughing, you'd go into a game expecting an experience. You'd never know what you were going to get, and you'd rarely be able to guarantee that you'd be able to finish it because, well, as I've said, games were harder back then. The tech was limited, which meant the stories were often less involving, and most of the time you'd be playing around for the sake of playing around. As time went on, technology advanced until we could finally tell huge, mind-blowing stories in lush, memorable environments, and that meant that priorities shifted. There's no point spending millions of pounds on building an epic final confrontation, recording an orchestral score and voice acting, motion capping actors, and scripting a grandiose boss if people aren't going to be able to make it past level 2. Imagine, for example, a game like Zork, with its sheer complexity and baffling gameplay style. Imagine if it had cost the same amount of money to create as Final Fantasy XIII. It would feel like the creators were wasting money, because you have to go out of your way to experience everything in Zork, while all of Final Fantasy XIII can be seen by holding up and pressing a single button 50 squillion times. So what were game developers to do? They had all this high-end content to showcase, but didn't want to cheapen the experience and destroy the feeling of overcoming a challenge which was so unique to gaming. Well, at first, they put difficulty levels into the game, which meant that completing the game on harder difficulties would yield some kind of content bonus, rewarding the player for their endeavours with additional levels or plot points. This was especially prevalent in GoldenEye 007 on Nintendo 64 and in its spiritual successor Perfect Dark, which actually restricted entire levels of the game based upon the difficulty the player chose to play on, an act unthinkable by today's standards. Thanks to the advent of achievements and trophies, we now live in a world where, rather than content, difficulty actually leads to an imaginary and completely arbitrary reward, which, when all is said and done, means nothing. Which is fine. Really. Games are designed today to be played all the way through, adhering to a 3-act structure and culminating in a games industry as stagnant and unchallenging as week-old porridge. The idea that people might not see everything a game has to offer, especially now that games are made by huge teams of hundreds rather than 4 dudes in a garage, is abhorrent. The reason for this, though, is simple. Games now have a wider appeal than they ever have before, and as such gaming is no longer a hobby dedicated to those with the technical aptitude and ample free time required to become proficient at it.
Nowadays, everyone and their mum plays games in some form or other, and it's because of these casual gamers that gaming's in the state it is today. Capturing the attention of every casual gamer with their different priorities and demands means utilising every piece of content at your disposal, while making any effort or skill on the part of the player entirely optional, because, effort's hard. Plus, thanks to these advancements in technology in the ever-growing games market, games are costing more and more to make. It's just good business sense to appeal to the widest audience possible, and making your game so that Grandma can hop off Bejeweled in the sidebar of Friends Reunited and immediately enjoy a cinematic experience means that you can tap a larger source of revenue, thus increasing your money made, and thus allowing you to keep making games. It doesn't matter that you're destroying the hobby of millions. Gaming's never been more profitable. Accessibility is the name of the game here, and it's a buzzword which has surrounded the new Souls game since its inception. It's making a lot of people very nervous, people who saw the Souls games as a bastion of credibility in a sea of casualised mess, and it's not an appealing concept. Now, gaming used to be about as accessible as a locked safe, which meant that getting to the rewards held inside would be all the more, rewarding, because you'd be overcoming a legitimate hardship to get to it. Gaming these days is more like a rustler's burger, rotting in an unguarded microwave, ready to be gobbled up by anybody that stumbles into the kitchen. It's hard not to be bitter at this point. Sure, there are occasional moments of brilliance that shine from the indie market. Super Meat Boy, Spelunky and Xenonauts come to mind when I think of games which rectify the mistakes of the current gaming industry. But it's hard to hold out hope when the best a new generation of consoles is promising is a shooting game where you make friends with a fucking dog. I guess we'll just have to wait and see what happens with regards to Dark Souls 2's increased accessibility. But, well, it's an interesting issue, to be sure, considering that it was the difficulty which set Dark Souls 1 aside from the brown, easy sludge that has become the gaming industry. And it wasn't just setting it apart as a game. The difficulty in Dark Souls 1 exemplified precisely what the central core of the gameplay was, which was a theme of hopelessness. It took the difficulty which we came to expect as children growing up with games like Ghouls and Goblins, and used it to create a game mechanic. Now, if they compromise that just to draw in the Skyrim audience, they'll be destroying something which is truly unique in this day and age, and that's like burning art. As for me, though, I'm not worried, because I've got Zed's SNES and a copy of Diddy's Conquest.
Okay, and we're back. Because we're live, we can now actually make up for some mistakes. We didn't mention the Division, and we're not going to mention the Division.
But it did, I will say it did look good.
I'm glad that you're saying that. I'm glad that you're saying that. Anyway, now we're getting on to a little piece which we don't usually have enough time for, but because we've got 2 hours, we're going to talk about what we've been playing this month.
Yep.
And strangely enough, we've both been playing State of Decay.
Yeah.
What do you like about State of Decay, Don?
A lot of things. If I say a lot of things, I'll just go off on one.
I'm not going to list any of those things, just a lot.
No. It's super enjoyable. Like, it's different to me, because I don't play like a lot of, zombie survival games. It's a really different.
I've got to say,
the fact that it's,
For me, it's the zombie survival game I've been waiting for.
Yeah.
The fact that you've got to look after little campers survivors, and all your characters have permadeath. I don't know how you feel about permadeath, but I think it's
good.
The best way to.
Yeah, no, it is. It's good, but.
I made an error. Anyway, it's it's super fucking entertaining, because it's a zombie game where you centre around sort of stealth and there's vehicles and guns, and they've got this revolutionary idea where zombies can't see that good, but they can hear real awesome. So to prioritise your actions, You can either do things slowly and carefully or quickly and fast.
But you have to use tactics. It's not just like run through, shoot everything, and
It's like the polar opposite of Dead Rising.
Yeah.
Like where Dead Rising prioritises fun, this prioritises. I was gonna say realism, but then I realised that like there's a couple of issues where like things, like the draw distance is like 4 centimeters, and there's consistent frame rate issues. It's kind of a mess, but at the same time they're adding multiplayer.
Yes, they
so
are.
My balls could not get any more swollen. They're the size of cantaloupes right now. You know, I can't handle it.
That would be so good when they.
What if my balls were the size?
No.
of cantaloupes?
If they.
Would that be good? Would that be good for you? Because I'm pretty sure it'd be painful. We wouldn't be able to sit this close because you'd be like, "What's that smell?" I'd be like, "Melon balls." That's why they're called melon balls. And there we have it. Completely off topic. Obviously, Ben very, very sadly couldn't be here today, and we kind of forgot to put it into the running order. So we're now going to haphazardly shove in his first impressions of The Last of Us, which, by the way...
Hi, so this is our first impressions of The Last of Us, the new PlayStation game that's out soon. Unfortunately, because we've got restrictions from the publishers, we're not allowed to show anything from the actual game. So what we've got today is just a bit of B-roll and me talking about my first experiences in the game over the first few hours. Some of the things that you got to really mention, I mean, the first thing that everyone is going to say about is the graphics. They are stunning. How they've managed to get graphics like this from PlayStation 3, which is coming on, 8 years old now. It's unbelievable. I mean, the things like the God rays and the sun flares, and specifically things like dust particles are just unbelievable that they've managed to squeeze it out of this old technology. The story of the game is something that we'd like to talk a little bit more about, but unfortunately, because of the restrictions, again, we're not able to do that. But I'll give you a brief rundown on what's kind of going on. You've got the main two protagonists, which is Joel and Ellie, and those two characters are basically going from A to B through a post-apocalyptic environment.
See, some places got a heads up before the infection showed up.
We're not really allowed to say anything about why they're going on their travels or you know, anything else, but they are kind of running away from infected and kind of gangs of people, and it's you know, a bit of a kind of a downtrodden story. Obviously, the voice acting in the game for Joel is done by Troy Baker, and he's done an excellent job. It really feels like you're there. There's a lot of people talking to you, but rather than just talking at you, it kind of feels like you're conversing, and it's done really, really well. There was a moment when we walked past a bin with two people just stood next to it having a chat, and as we walked past, we just stopped and kind of started listening in on the conversation, and they started kind of talking to us as well. They involved us in the conversation, knowing that we were there, and it really adds to the feeling that you're in the environment. The quality of it, I mean, the prologue we're not allowed to talk about either, but it is just epic. The intro to the game is fantastic. It's to rival the likes of an HBO kind of big TV series, that really drags you in, and this in a computer game, and again, it's fantastic. The environments are something that are definitely worth a mention, that the outdoor environments feel like they've been derelict for 20 years. There's a lot of kind of rust and plant life growing over everything, and it really gives you the impression that you're in that environment. The environments lend themselves to a couple of different game modes. I mean, there's the exploration element where you kind of go around and explore things, but there's also kind of like a puzzle element where you kind of pick up ladders and things and use them to bridge gaps and to get from A to B. But the inside environments, they kind of remind me a lot of things like Silent Hill and Resident Evil, which is never a bad thing. I mean, it feels really claustrophobic, and there's a kind of real air of kind of tension.
Shit, here they come.
The combat is really quite good. I mean, it's you haven't got a lot of ammo around for a start, so guns aren't something that you use as your first option. You don't kind of pull your gun out and just start shooting it wherever you go, because you haven't got that enough ammo to be able to deal with that. So the majority of the time, what you end up using is just hand-to-hand combat, and there was a lot said about hand-to-hand combat.
Fuck these guys.
Now, the hand-to-hand combat is really easy to get to grips with as well. It's pretty much just a 1, maybe 2 button kind of affair. You can use square to kind of do melee attacks, kind of like hit people and things like that, and you use triangle to grab, so you can basically hold onto someone. You can either choke them out, or you can, use them as a human shield while shooting, or you can, if you've got like a knife or a shiv, you can stab them and take them down silently. And it really kind of feels dynamic because you can use the environment as well. Throw people against kind of walls and smash people's heads into bookshelves and things like that. So it's really, really very good. But on top of that, again, there's also the kind of like the addition of things that you can throw, like projectiles. I mean, things like bricks, bottles, and there's a couple of different ways to throw things at people as well. You can either lock onto people with just throwing it, or you can just throw it yourself in the direction that you want to distract bad guys and things. And the AI is actually that intelligent that it will try and flank you. It will try and explore if it hears a noise, so you don't end up kind of doing the same old thing or just waiting behind a door for people to come to you. There's a lot of stuff around the environments to collect as well, and these really add to the storyline. There are things like journal entries, dog tags, letters from loved ones. There was one bit where I found a letter from someone who'd kind of basically got infected, and they were writing to kind of say goodbye to their loved ones. It's a really kind of, it adds a lot of backstory and a lot of stuff like that to it.
Come on, let's get out of here.
And that's another thing about the game, is you can craft stuff. You can make things like pipe bombs, like Molotov cocktails. You can make extra health kits and things like that, which you can then use in combat. Other than that, though, there are a few things that you can do with regards to your weapons. One of the things that you collect are weapon parts. So as you collect these weapon parts, you can use them to upgrade your weapons on upgrade tables that are a little bit like the ones out of Dead Space, Dead Rising, things like that. So, your weapons will get more powerful as you go through the game, which gives it a nice kind of almost leveling system.
Now we're talking.
But other than that, really, I mean, the game is coming out in a couple of days, in 2 days' time, on June the 14th, and after that time, we will do a proper review. But up until then, if the game carries on looking this good, I'm sure I'll be playing it for a while.
Hey, Ellie, slow down. Wait for me.
What? Right here.
How about you let me go first and keep your voice down?
So obviously that was the very, well, let's face it, charismatic, handsome. I'm just going to miss him.
Yeah, it's going to suck.
No, then I'm going to miss you, and
yeah.
I'll just be one lonely killer bit. So come on, back to what we've been playing this month, since that's actually kind of what this little segment's about. Speaking of which, actually, now that we're back into segments, these things not shifting at all. Okay, so I'm opening up the conversation and the competition to the chat bar at the side. Don't forget, we're looking for quality Xbox One gags. Things like why do they call it the Xbox One? Because you turn 1 degree and kick it in. Stuff like that. It's not a good gag. Which is why we need you. We need material to plagiarise. So come on, what have you been playing this month?
Zelda.
Which Zelda?
Twilight Princess.
Why? Why would you do that to yourself?
It's my favourite. It was the first ever Zelda game that I played.
Can you please look down the barrel and repeat what you just said, and then affix to it, and I wish to be a games journalist. It's got real nasty, I'm sorry. Holy shit, your eyes! Oh. Usually it's edited out, but she does this thing between takes where she makes me feel terrible. It's called talking. Anyway, I've been playing Zelda 2. I got Oracle of Ages and Oracle of Seasons from the Nintendo eShop, so I've been playing those in bed. Just like when I used to play them.
Yeah.
On the 1st of Never. I'm so sad that I missed. I mean, obviously, I played Oracle of Seasons back when I was a kid, or was it Asia? I forget. They're quite similar. But I don't know. It's the first Zelda game that Capcom made, and obviously, they then made the Minish Cap, and later on, we'll be discussing Capcom. And and obviously, this has sort of led into the Nintendo E3 conference where, well, it was the Nintendo Direct thing that completely won me over. I mean, have you seen Wind Waker HD?
Yeah.
I can't handle it. I need it in my life.
Yeah.
But you know what? Let's forget Zelda until we're talking about Nintendo, and move on to a cut. This is cross promotion of ourselves. So in fact, it's literally just promotion. But I'm doing an interview with the dudes that made Mega Light Punch tomorrow. So that's something to look out for. And already did an interview with the South African dudes that made Broforce. So that's something to look out for.
How did that go?
It went fine. They're really, really talented, like really awesome people. But I mean, we're looking at both of those things are going to be really excellent sort of co-op games.
Yeah.
And I mean, we both played a bunch of Monaco this month.
We did.
Well, I played Monaco. I don't know what you were doing.
I
but whatever it was.
It wasn't working.
It wasn't. Anyway, Monaco's touted as having the best co-op of any game in recent years. So let's see if that holds true. Little spoiler. This is Monaco. It's been touted as the best multiplayer co-op of 2013. We've played a little bit of it already, and I can tell you that it's not. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to do the Lebanese embassy again. And just...
Mr. Ambassador, you're spoiling us.
Really? Ferrero Rocher? Okay, if you're going to be the lookout...
Pickpocket.
The mole was endlessly helpful though.
Yeah, he was endlessly helpful, which is why we're not going to take him. Okay? This is hard mode. A dirty criminals rescue mole. Okay, we're going to go for the story this time. Okay, so we've broken out...
Okay, do we have to each do the voices?
Okay, sweet. I'll be the mole.
Oh, God.
Ben, you can be the cleaner.
I'll be the cleaner. I've got a good part on that.
Okay, and fuck it, you guys argue. Dirty criminals rescue mole. Mole is grateful.
No time to talk. Gotta find passports. Get out of Dodge. What?
Embassies have passports. 3 embassies in Monaco. Lebanese is... Well, that's racist. Start. Okay, so we got to steal the passports. They're on the 3rd floor. Okay, we've not taken them all because he is a useless communist. he's a feckless asshole. Okay. Wait,
Which
sneak.
one am I? Right, okay. I'm ready for this.
Okay, I'm the lock dude.
Smoke bomb.
Has everyone got a smoke bomb this time?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, that's important. Okay, so we're going to go in through the vents. Or not. Oh, right, we can climb that tree. That's clever. Okay, wait. Someone's got a... Okay, we've deactivated the tripwire.
Guy. Whoa. Slow.
Everyone get in the bushes.
Right, got to turn that back off again.
Holy shit, this time we're like a well-oiled machine.
I'm going to get this guy. Hold on, people, hold on.
Crunch! Oh, listen to that net go. Okay, there's another dude down there, Ben?
I know, but he's facing us, so...
No, he isn't. He's looking out the window.
Is he?
Yeah. Just hold down that trigger.
Down.
Okay. Look at that lockpick skill.
I'll get this top one.
Come
on, guys.
We should have brought the mole. Okay, everyone sprint down, because that thing will come back on. Okay, we're going to go around the back. Everyone keep sneaking. Fuck, definitely should have brought the mole, because I could have dug that tunnel.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm going to have to go back inside now.
Yeah, okay. Is this locked? Nope, it's not locked.
Right, I'll go in. There's a dude on the left. Careful, everyone. Tiptoe, tiptoe, tiptoe. Right, I'm going to the left to tiptoe around and kill this guy. Down.
Lovely. Okay.
Back online again.
Yeah. Ben, if you disable that. Hang on, wait, it's locked. Got it.
Let's go.
Oh, man, that monkey is just fucking cheat mode. Okay. Gonna wait for this thing to go down.
Wait. Laser. Are we activating that laser?
Well, we're going to need Ben to go and take out that guard. Okay then, up you go. Lovely. Okay, I'll take out the laser so we can all cross back over. Shit. Fuck.
What happened there?
My fault.
Oh no! Ow!
Oh dear. Oh god.
Lovely smoke bombs. Oh good, Travel's Evolution's here. Fun mode's been turned on.
Just gonna wait here in the bottom right a second. These people are all very angry at the moment.
I'm going up to the second floor. Dom, you're welcome to join.
Okay.
Okay, they can't see us while we're up there on the second floor, okay?
Yeah.
So now, it's all down to John and Ben.
They
Oh shit. Is it?
Okay,
wait for those guys just to chill out.
Yeah.
The alarms are going off in the top room though.
yeah, it's fine. It's
Who
fine.
did the alarms in the top room? Right. Okay. Let's go. I'm gonna take this, get rid of this alarm.
There we go, it's reset. No alarms.
Okay, sweet. This guy's awake again. He's asleep again.
Okay, don't try and disable that laser, just run past it while it's off.
Go.
That was my mistake. Ben, you can take that guy out. He's on his desk. Reading, it looks like. Not the most effectual guard.
He's studying, you know, he's trying to get his
Hang on, wait,
career
that...
into
Oh,
shape.
I was gonna... Yeah,
Ah.
you can't take that out, because they're mounted on the wall.
Okay, when it goes white then.
Yep.
It's like that scene from Star Wars. The rubbish one.
What? So what? Oh, what you mean where it's like... Da, da,
The
da,
gates are
da,
done.
ba, ba, ba,
Everyone's
ba,
still
ba,
standing there
ba,
just
ba,
watching
ba,
it.
And Liam Neeson gets killed.
Yeah, he does.
Not Qui-Gon Jinn.
Spoiler!
Oh, yeah, spoilers for episode 1. Like, anybody cares. Okay, Ben, go clean that guy.
Oh, that guy there. I'm stuck.
Well done. Okay, I'm gonna hack this computer here and turn off these lasers temporarily.
Sweet. Right, this is the room we want to
Is
go.
yeah,
Blokey.
clean this guy, will you? Like to the south.
I see, yeah.
Okay, if we just slowly and methodically take out everybody. Oh, sweet vents. They're my favourite thing. In we go. Ben, we'll need you to clean this guy's clock.
Do
Wait,
what?
no, don't.
Oh my Christ.
Someone's not watching.
No, I genuinely wasn't.
And good night.
Oh, look at that. Good night, sweetheart. Auf Wiedersehen, pet. Those are two different shows.
Yep.
Is that the one with Nicholas Lyndhurst?
Yep.
Careful, there's a...
Right, I can disable this because it's not mounted on the wall. Okay, let's roll.
And let's make sure there's no guard waiting at the end of the bottom of the stairs when we come back down.
I'll get this guy.
Okay, I've unlocked the third floor, whatever. Oh damn! Because we don't have the mole, we can't do the. Oh my god, what are you doing there?
Secret hacksaw.
It's fine. We can splice that in. Wait, that's my one job.
Sorry.
You have one job. Okay.
I'll get this
My
guy at
one
the top.
job is just to let the monkey go and steal all the coins.
Getting this guy at the top. Oh, another two guys. I can't do two guys.
Okay.
Wait for him to disappear.
Right, if we head into.
He's going into the main room. No, he's not. He's coming up this way. Should,
Okay, Ben, we could really do with you in here.
Yep, I'm gonna have to. I need to get through that laser.
In you go. Crunch him, steal the passports, and let's go.
Those ones
Grab the passports.
Here he
you
comes.
need to open up that thing. I'm behind a laser.
Well. Okay, I'm doing it now. There, come on.
Shit, let's go.
Everyone.
Leg it.
Scarper! Holy shit,
We are.
we are on today.
Let's get out of here. Down south, get rid of that laser if we can.
Fuck the laser, come on, let's roll. I really like the line of sight stuff, but it's really hurting my eyes. Okay, everyone.
Got this. Oh,
no!
Who did that?
I was turning it off, but I think someone did. Run!
Okay, I've turned off the security.
I'm opening the door, I'm still getting beats. Run!
There we go, yes!
Street level. Everyone in the level on us.
Yeah.
Holy. Well done, guys. Well-oiled machine. You know what, fuck it, let's go.
Forget the alarms. Just go for them.
Where are we going? How do you get out of
We
the
need to get to the van, which is through here. Shit, Ben! Fuck it, everyone just run.
That's what I'm doing.
Holy shit, this is action-packed. Get in the van!
quick!
Why do I have to lockpick my own van? Johnny should just be like, Okay, excellent.
7 minutes!
We have halved our time.
Pretty much.
And 2-minute penalty. Who cares?
Fuck it.
Okay, and we're back from Monaco. Wasn't that fun to watch? Anyway, we've got a couple of winners from the competition. The first one goes to Hossa, who's won himself a lovely penguin wallet. Good for you, Maxi. And Andy Esser, who, I don't know, he can have one of these with the Mario sprites and the Donkey Kongs. So those will be winging their way to you shortly, which I'm pretty excited about.
Yeah.
Anyway, you know what I'm more excited about? This is the part of the show where we get to talk about Nintendo. Every E3 they do this, every single E3.
Yeah.
And this year they did it without even like going on stage. How have they managed this? Okay, I mean, let's start out by talking about Pokemon X and Y.
That blew me away. Like, I was not even excited. I was like, oh, okay.
It's the first full 3D Pokemon game. How does that? Well, handheld full 3D. Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness does not count. I don't know why it doesn't. Fairy type Pokemon. What?
Yeah.
You can't just. Okay, I can understand Jigglypuff. Okay, I can understand that. But Marill?
Doesn't make sense.
I mean, I realise that they're doing it to like counter out dragon types, but dragons already got weakness. More dragons. So like, so long as you pack like I'd say Dratini, but I don't really like dragon types, and I don't know. It just seems weird that they're changing a series mainstay so like late into the game. And this is going to be a Pokemon that'll probably end up in Smash Bros. I mean, he's been in every other one.
Yeah.
So that's. Come on, are you going to get a 3DS for this? Are you going to trade in the train wreck that is your Vita?
You know, I never
your Call of Duty rendered
It's
Vita?
not! Okay, I can't even justify it because I can't even lie. Like, yeah. I do want a 3DS.
Wait.
Have you got?
Oh.
Have you got a comment?
Oh. James Mead just got himself a penguin wallet. It's called the Xbox One because the one joke in the world worse than a rape joke was told during a launch event. Because you take one look at it and you know what,
That is brilliant.
I can't believe that.
I know.
Don't worry, girls, it'll be over soon. What the fuck?
Hilarious.
Even thinking about that gives me slight chills. Like, what were they thinking?
I don't know. It was blatantly like just. It's hilarious. Anyway.
I don't know if hilarious is the right word.
I think it's hilarious.
Okay, so past Pokemon X and Y, which we already know are going to be fucking fantastic.
Yes.
Yes. I mean, Froakie. I don't even need to explain why Froakie is the best starter. And if you say anything,
I don't know. It's a cool Pokemon, but the eyes freak me out. That's no like.
That's fine. That's fine.
The
eyes freak you out. That's a fine thing to have said.
Input.
Okay, we're now going to move on to Cat Mario, Super Mario 3D World, I'd say spiritual successor to Super Mario 3D Land on 3DS. I mean, it looks like it's going to be sort of stage-based. They're doing away with sort of the star system. You know, I'm not going to speculate that much. Okay, because all I know is that it's got 4-player multiplayer.
That's it?
Yeah, 4-player co-op. Well. Which is, I mean, it's a first in a 3D Mario game. I mean, Super Mario 64 DS had multiplayer, but that was all competitive, and it was kind of like overshadowed by the fact that it was an alright game. It was just more than Mario 64.
Yeah.
But this looks like something that I could never stop loving, and I'm actually truly excited. I mean, it's one of the few things in E3 that sort of made my jaw drop, but we're going to get onto that in a bit. I don't know, I mean, are you a big fan of Mario at all, or do you prefer Sonic? Or Twilight Princess?
Did you literally just ask about Sonic?
I did just literally ask if you I'm sorry, I missed Ben.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, Sonic's got a few exclusives, like Sonic We're Not Mario Galaxy Honest, Please Believe Me, where he runs on cylinders.
Bullshit.
I don't know if it's going to be bullshit, it's just going to be more Sonics.
Sonic,
yeah, it's going to be bullshit.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh god, Mario Kart 8.
Yeah.
Mario Kart 8. How can I be more pumped? Like, one thing that I don't get is that the tracks are all spirally, and like, we've already got F-Zero for that.
See, like, I do enjoy Mario Kart, like, I'm not totally pushing out and being like, no, but at the same time, like, I can play it for only a certain amount of time, but it is something that I would genuinely, like, buy.
I'm really excited, and like, they've been concentrating on the online features a lot more, which is something that I'm sure most people who own Wii U's don't particularly care about, but I'm really looking forward to that. And it's an HD Mario Kart.
Yeah.
What more could you want? I mean, that was the whole selling point of that Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing. Like, look guys, it's an HD Mario Kart. Well, guess what, fucko? We've got HD Mario Kart now. So that's exciting. God, a link between worlds. Is that really what it's called? Are you sure you haven't like done a typo on our running order?
No, it's something along
those lines.
Yeah. It's not like literally, you know, but yeah,
Link to the Past 2. Now, my emotions are really mixed about this.
Mine are, because I don't know when.
I mean, it's a handheld Link to the Past game.
Yeah.
Of which there's been one before.
Yeah. But you can go on walls.
Yep, now you can go on walls. Enjoy that. I mean, Link can become a droid. It looks gimmicky as fuck, but at the same time, like, dungeon design's one of the things where Link to the Past really shined.
Yeah, most definitely. I'm just a bit scared.
Why are you scared? I mean, like,
Because
I'm not a fan of the art style.
No,
I'm just gonna straight up say that. Like, I don't like the movement's a bit sort of swoopy and.
It's just.
It's just what, Dom?
It just makes me a bit angry.
Why does it make you angry?
Because
Reggie Fils-Aimé came along and he said, you know what? Link to the Past is my favourite Zelda game.
Yeah.
Check this.
I don't know, when I couldn't watch the trailer, like the first time I saw it, I couldn't like literally sit there and watch the trailer.
Right.
Because when I saw like, you know, him going on the walls, I was like, are you actually serious? Like,
you know what, I think they might be serious.
Obviously they're serious, but I couldn't sit there and watch it through, and that actually upset me a bit.
What, really? That's the thing, like, I mean, it looks better than Spirit Tracks.
Oh, yeah.
But then again, there are tumours.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, God, yeah, that was one of those things where, like, every gimmick that the DS had to do was, like, shoehorned in, like, You know what, we're spending way too much time talking about bullshit.
Really
so we're going to move on to, like, the slew of indie developers that were showcased. I mean, personally, I'm particularly interested in Shovel Knight. For the obvious reason that the developers described it as Mega Man Cross Dark Souls with a shovel.
That's like your
favourite things. I don't have any blood left in my body because of the boner that gives me. I'm too excited. I mean, there's a lot of potential for it to fuck. To fuck. Yep. Also, we've got DuckTales, like, remastered. I mean, obviously it's coming to every system, and it's Capcom, and it's exciting. Like, I'm going to urge you not to tune out, but just to type into YouTube, preparing to press enter once this is done, so we don't lose the ratings. Like, their orchestral theme of the moon. It's just the most incredible piece of music, and they've got all the voice actors back from the TV show.
Really?
Yeah, man.
That's so
I'm just, life is like a hurricane here in Duckburg. Lasers, race cars, aeroplanes, it's a duck blower? No, nothing? Surely you watched DuckTales as a kid?
Yes, I watched DuckTales.
Just checking. You can never be too sure.
I know.
But I mean, what else is there? I'm really excited as well because New Leaf comes out on Friday. We were supposed to get a press copy. In fact, we were supposed to get like a press copy of that Press copies. We were supposed to get press copies of that and Donkey Kong Country. Man, how could we almost forget Donkey Kong Country Jungle Freeze?
Oh yeah.
Viking fucking penguins. I feel ridiculous right now because we completely forgot about it. And that's unforgivable.
Yeah.
But no, come on, stay on topic. New Leaf.
Yeah, no, I really like Animal Crossing, and because I don't have 3DS, I'm gutted that I can't actually play it.
Well, you own a Vita. Explain this to me. I mean, you love JRPGs, okay? You got the Vita, and you.
The only reason why I got that Vita was for Persona.
Great. Now you can trade it in for a 3DS and like £1,000 and get Shin Megami Tensei 4.
Yeah, but I don't want to.
Why not? Brilliant. Get a PS2 for 30 quid. Play the same game.
I don't want to.
That's a bad excuse.
I know it is, but
That's a terrible excuse.
I know.
I'm really excited because I'm going to go to my independent game retailer tomorrow and I'm going to pick up a copy of New Leaf a day early, and I'm going to name my town like asshole, and it's going to get like asterisks out because like SimCity, it's all online now, and it's super exciting.
Yeah.
Like I've heard from every American I know that's picked up the game that it's like really engaging and exciting. And you can like catch tarantulas.
Really?
But then again, you would expect that from Villager, because Villager is a cold motherfucker. Holy shit! I have never been this terrified of a virtual human being in my life. Let me explain. So there I am. Okay, yesterday during the Nintendo E3 Nintendo Direct, I went out to dinner with my mum, and I got home, and my friend, he said to me, "Toby, have you not seen the new Smash Bros. Character?" Okay, so instantly, I started guessing, and it was like, "No, stop. Your balls are going to melt." Well, he didn't say that, okay, but that's what I imagined he said.
Okay.
Anyway, so I fired up the trailer, okay, I watched the entire press conference and saw Bayonetta and X. Oh, X.
X is good.
That's like my perfect game.
Yeah.
By the way, Xenogears or Xenoblade? Who cares? Smash Bros.
Yeah.
Okay. So I watched this trailer, okay, and it was pretty standard fare. It was exciting, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't like the ball melting thing. And he was like, "There's a new character, and he's gonna make you super hype." And then Villager showed up and caught Mario in a net.
It's the face, isn't it? He's just.
And then the camera zoomed in,
on his
and
face.
it was like ding. It's like, holy shit. He is straight up killing people. He is forcing them off the stage to fall to their uncertain doom, which is way worse than certain doom. Okay, because they'll come back if you're playing 4-stock like a true pro. And he just never stops smiling. And
I think.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
and
that.
okay, so the whole trailer goes by, and it's just a trailer. It's just Smash Bros. I mean, at this point, I thought I popped all the bonus I could pop. And then it was 2014, and it faded to black, and I was like, okay, sweet. Wait, there's still a couple minutes, and it went.
How did you feel when that happened, Toby?
I felt apprehensive at first. A new challenger is approaching. I've never been this pumped. Obviously, it's Mega Man.
This whole Nintendo Direct was just
It was like they were speaking directly to me, and I went out there and then and ordered myself a Wii U.
Oh God, yes, you did.
Yes, I did, and it's coming tomorrow. And I didn't order any games for it, so I'm just going to be drawing on the Miiverse and waiting for Smash Bros. In my den.
Did it get release date?
It's 2014.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of stuff coming out later this year for Nintendo Wii U.
Oh, October.
Okay, that's a month.
Yeah. Wind Waker.
October.
October.
I'm super. Fuck, I can't wait for that. But you know what's really confusing to me about this whole Mega Man being in Smash and the whole DuckTales getting remastered and being put onto it? Why is it that Capcom won't support Mega Man? When it's surprising to me that the only people that aren't supporting Mega Man at this point are Capcom. Like, the fans made that 25th anniversary thing.
Yeah.
I write /fan fiction.
Do you?
No. No, I don't. And it just seems to me like Capcom are making mistake after mistake, and I know I'm forgetting something.
What are you forgetting?
Oh, what am I... Really?
Really?
What was your review on?
Oh, right.
Oh,
yeah.
it was a pun. I was setting you up.
Oh.
This is Dom's Remember Me review.
Okay, so I'm going to start this review off with something I don't normally start my reviews off with, and that is that I'm stuck in a cloud of disappointment. And it's all because of Remember Me.
It's her, the escaped memory hunter.
I was excited for this game, like ridiculously excited, and then I played it. And I curled up into a ball and didn't want to play more than half an hour of it, but I did, still expecting to be blown away, but that didn't happen. Remember Me is set in Neo Paris 2084, where nothing is kept secret anymore. A device called Sensing has been installed and can trade and share your memories. You play as a character called Nilin, an elite memory hunter who's had her memory wiped, and now she's on the warpath to get it back. I will give kudos to the story writers. It's super awesome and a good concept, but the mechanics, not so much. Controlling Nilin during a battle is like trying to control a child who's having a tantrum in the middle of the street. Nearly impossible and a little bit confusing. The combos are pretty cool though, as you're basically creating your own, but then trying to get her to perform them is literally mind-numbing. Although when you do manage to execute them, they are pretty effective. There are some combos that regenerate your health as well, which is a super duper add-on to the combo system. I had a lot of problems with the system though, and some of the combos you perform don't even register half the time, even if you manage to do them perfectly, and it's just ridiculous. The other thing that I will give a few brownie points for is the graphics. They are really nicely done. I love things with heavy shading. It's like my weakness and my soft spot. I really like looking at things that are visually pleasing, as you guys probably know, because I mention it all of the time. It just makes me feel a little bit happier. And to be honest, because of the way Remember Me looks, it did make me play a little bit more because the scenery looked amazing. The character designs are also really cool.
I really can't remember this pretty boy face of mine.
Especially the enemies. Their faces make me cringe, and the sounds that come from their mouths are also really disgusting, and it's awesome. I really struggled to play this game after a while though. I had to full on force myself to carry on, regardless of the graphics. Even though the story is immersing, it gets old really quick. The camera angles also aren't exactly the best thing ever. They are really unhelpful at the best of times. There have been times when I've been in combat and the camera's going crazy and it's making me feel a little bit seasick. It also has a habit of being in the opposite direction of enemy attacks, so when Nilin gets hit you don't really see it coming, it just happens straight up, and there's nothing that you can do about it. It's also awkward to see around the level, especially when climbing or looking from a top-down point, as you can't really tell where the ledges or floors are. I've fallen to my death quite a few times, and it's the most infuriating thing. I remember spending a while trying to get Nilin to jump down onto another level, but she kept going back and forth over a bit of metal, and oh my god, the fury. It just pouring out of my face. You can move the camera around a little bit when walking, but when it comes to the important stuff, it decides that it's not going to play nice. But sometimes when it does work, the climbing is really fun. Only sometimes though. Even though Nilin's memory has been wiped, she can remember certain moves to help assist you in battle, such as the Sensing Fury. The Sensing Fury is pretty cool, but only lasts a certain amount of time. You can unlock things called pressons, which give you new combo moves and can also give you little extras, like cooldowns, so you can use your special moves more often. One really awesome thing that I did like about Remember Me is the way that you can alter people's memories and change their actions or decisions in the main storyline. The way you're able to scrub through and change things in a different order is just really cool to me, but it's a bit tedious. It's also annoying that you can't change it the way you want to, and that you have to do it in a certain order to keep with the main storyline, otherwise you can't progress forward. Neo Paris is really big and open, but you can't follow your own path and explore every nook and cranny. You have to follow the set linear path, and this sucks a lot. I like to explore in my games, just to get the most of everything and take it in before I get to where I need to be. It just makes things more enjoyable for me. Remember Me could have been so amazing if it was just done right. The storyline and the whole thing as a concept would have been, it just would have worked, but the gameplay lets it down totally. If the mechanics work well, it would have been truly amazing, but they don't. So I'm going to have to give Remember Me a 4 out of 8 bits.
we are back. So how was Remember Me?
I wanted it to be good, but it wasn't.
It's a new Capcom game.
It was.
Sorry.
It was, lucky that I gave it what I did, because if I was feeling nice.
You gave it a paltry 4 out of 8 bits. Is that the lowest you've ever given?
I don't know. Maybe.
You should know these things.
I don't.
Oh, we've had another winner of a Retro GT wallet. I'm just going to plug Retro GT now because we definitely should, because they make a quality product. Just go to facebook.com/RetroGT or RetroGT.com for more of these beautiful items, yes. these artifacts, these apparatus. What? Okay. So we're on to Sony.
Yes, we are.
Which, oh boy.
They really ripped Microsoft.
I don't know if they ripped Microsoft a new one.
Really?
Really, I mean, obviously their entire script was tailored.
Yeah.
To like, hey guys, look, we're not Microsoft. We're another behemoth that doesn't care about your feelings. But Sony haven't changed nothing.
No.
Which, I mean, have you seen their sick diss video, how to share games on PlayStation 4?
Yes, I have.
Should we share this pen as you would a PS4 game?
Thanks.
Might just kill myself. But no, absolutely incredible that they have. I don't know if they were planning on doing this sort of like any DRM or anything, and they're making PS Plus compulsory for online play, which is
a bit shit.
It's not a bit shit though. They're just doing this is the equivalent of what Xbox was last generation, and they're still doing the free game.
Yeah. I think considering the online was free for the PS3, people obviously Sony fans like that PS3.
Yeah.
But it that might get a bit annoying for the people who have had free.
I know.
It doesn't bother me. I'm
willing to pay £5 to play online personally, but as I say, that's also £5 for a free game every month.
Yeah.
So what the fuck?
Exactly.
What the fuck?
Exactly.
But no, I'm more excited for the PS4 than I was at the start of the week.
That's crazy because you don't.
I'm not a big Sony guy. This.
It's weird hearing that come from.
No, that's the thing. This show's kind of, because of my deviancy, sort of been the Xbox show at times, and I regret that because I never gave the PlayStation a fair shake, and when I did, it was always good. I mean, I got to play Demon's Souls, which is like Dark Souls, but not as good.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm just not a big Sony guy. I mean, I always had Nintendos growing up, and sort of the PSX kind of passed me by. I got given one by a creepy uncle.
We've all got a creepy uncle.
Well, yeah, but not this creepy. When I was 4, he used to walk into the room and be like, "Toby, how are your plums?" I'd be like, "Right." Just.
Dexter.
It's always too much.
Yeah.
What else they've done, is they kept on using language we're prioritising gamers. They've seen what Xbox have done, and to be fair, their games look fucking great. I don't know, do you like Infamous?
Well. No.
No?
Oh,
that is surprising.
I don't know, I can't really judge because I've not fully sat down and given it a full-on go, given all my attention to it, but Troy Baker's in the new one.
Who's Troy Baker playing?
The main guy. But the main guy.
I don't think they've talked about his name, have they? I mean, the title itself is pretty cryptic. I mean, Cole McGrath in the first 2 games is always talking about his kid brother, and this guy's obviously younger, more rebellious, and he lives in Seattle, which is thrilling. I don't know, the message of the game kind of seemed police bad.
Yeah.
Video cameras bad. You got superpowers. But at the same time, that's so up my street. That may as well be the Toby Ellis cul-de-sac. I'm so excited.
Yeah, no, it does look good.
What else have they got? They've got Killzone, Which, I mean, we mentioned Halo, therefore we have to mention Killzone.
I mean, the one thing I'm going to say about this Killzone is that it does look different to the older ones.
That's the Killzone 2. Killzone 2 was a hell of a game.
Yeah.
Like, you felt real heavy, sort of, you know, you crashed into shoulder-high walls and, like, took cover, and it was fucking awesome, and you fought space Nazis. Fallout 3, not so much. But, I mean, well, Fallout 3? Killzone 3, not so much. Fallout 3 had no space Nazis in it whatsoever. Had aliens at one point. Mothership Zeta, never played it. Not gonna lie, off topic. I mean, this is the first time we've ever seen a world in the Killzone universe sort of not in ruins.
Yeah, that's what I think looks so different.
It's pretty breathtaking. Like,
I think it looks really, really nice.
I don't know if I can really care about it because of the way that the series has been so inconsistent. But
I mean, for me, like, not actually being interested in those kind of games, seeing that did make me go, well, fuck, I actually do want to play that. You know, and that's really weird for me because I don't usually play games that are like, oh my god, let's kill everything. Like, I'm not that kind of...
You're just not that kind of girl.
No. But, there was also a thing about indies being able to self-publish.
Which is bizarre, because Microsoft have taken that capability out.
But that was a really good feature on the 360, was the fact that indie developers could put their stuff on the market.
Don't know if it was a really good...
But people
That
did
said,
it, you know?
did you ever play Dishwasher Dead Samurai, or Dishwasher Vampire Smiles?
No.
Because that was actually born out of the indie game community.
Yeah.
Which was, like, it was fucking great. It was a great way of pooling and finding talent, and now it's just like an abyss of Avatar games and penny farthing simulators,
Yeah, that's true.
which makes me want to die. But at the same time, taking that capability away is a step backwards, which is one of the other 359 steps backwards that Microsoft have taken to land at the Xbox One.
Yeah.
Thank you, Big Spoon Monkey, for your hilarious joke. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, what kind of indies are we looking at? I mean, we're looking at stuff like the Transistor from the makers of Bastion. Just looks like Bastion. But at the same time, like, that's not a bad thing.
Not at all.
No.
I think that they've Sony have kind of learnt from Microsoft there and have gone, that was quite good, people enjoyed that, put that in our new console. What
It does seem at this point like when Barack Obama got his Peace Prize, like, they're being rewarded at this point just for not being Microsoft. And I know that sounds like I'm being a fanboy because the Xbox is an unforgivable pile of shit. I've played Killzone 1 and yeah, never mind.
Yeah. Also 40 exclusive games.
Well, they're saying it's 40 exclusive games, and they're saying that a bunch of these are going to arrive like on the first year. And
that was a pretty big thing.
That feels like a dig at Nintendo as well. Like, it's, well, yeah, look at the Wii U's like lineup.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, oh shit.
Okay, like, it just seems like Sony's entire press conference was built on we're not the other guys, which is fine, you know, that's a fine way of going about things. I mean, it's kind of a low blow, but...
Yeah, but still 40 exclusives within the first year.
That said, though, there was one moment, oh boy, there was one moment which sort of defined it for me, which is when Kingdom Hearts 3 came on the screen.
Yeah.
Like,
everyone went mental.
I don't know if I can admit that I I really, you know, I liked Kingdom Hearts 2. I'm sorry.
That's it, right?
I'm sorry. I'm not saying sorry to you. You know who I apologise. No, I don't know. And like Kingdom Hearts 3 looks pretty amazing. Like Final Fantasy.
It was
15.
versus 13.
It was versus 13, and then like the screen shattered, and I was like, I don't know why I'm a sucker for like spectacle like that, for like showboating, but that as well looks. They seem to have focused a lot on freedom of movement, like, you know, the guy's zipping all over the terrain, and he's sort of like he's running up walls, and he's like the maps look really open compared to 13. Could it be that Square are learning?
Possibly. But we can't judge too soon.
No, we can't judge too soon. This is like the first we've really seen of it.
Yeah, until we see like more and hopefully gameplay.
We saw gameplay.
I mean, like full on.
We saw gameplay.
Yeah, but it wasn't enough. Like it wasn't enough for me to go, oh.
Yeah, it wasn't enough for you to go, right, this is an RPG I'm going to invest 60 hours of my life into.
Okay.
Also, I mean, we've got Knack.
I didn't see much of that.
You didn't see much of it. It looks like a Pixar movie.
Really? Oh, wait, yeah, I know what you're on about now.
Yeah, like it's this. It's being made by the same dudes that made. Oh, shit! It's escaped me. It's actually escaped me. I'm gone. I'm done. I'm sorry.
It looks like a Pixar movie.
It looks like a Pixar movie. I mean, it looks like fun.
Looked interesting.
It looks like fun for all the family. Like that's kind of what the PS3 have done. They've given us a load of games that look really interesting. And that's exciting to me. Like, I'm surprised that you're not being more vocal because Sony's like your whole idiom.
Well, yeah, but now I've kind of come out of the whole hype from the stream. I'm like looking on it and going, well, yeah, it was alright, but I don't know what I expected really.
I did know what I expected and I got it. Like, it was just them sort of making like trollish accusations, but Microsoft have not helped themselves. Like,
not in
have you seen the video where they're like, so what's the option for people that don't want to play online? They're just like, we've already got a console for that. It's called the Xbox 360.
See,
and the guy, like the journalist got mad. He was like, so that's your answer? That's your answer? And it's just like, yeah.
Like it sounds like at the minute it's coming across. I don't know if it's coming across to you like this, but it's coming across to me like Microsoft just are not listening to what people want because they're like, we're going to do all this and that, and we don't give a shit about you.
Saw a fantastic video by Yahtzee where he was like, any console that has to employ a spin doctor to justify its decisions means that you know that those decisions are like benefiting the corporation more than they are the player. I'm so tired of ragging on Xbox though, because we don't know.
No, it could.
I mean,
it
it looks like a bloated, overpriced pile of filth that Sony have undercut, but then again, it might have trials, and everyone loves trials, right? Look at this convenient segue into our trials, VT.
Trials is fun.
Roll it, John.
Okay, so everyone knows what we're doing.
Yes.
Yeah, get from left to right, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, lean forward and backwards, go.
Isn't there like a BMX in this one?
Yeah, there is, but I haven't bought the BMX DLC.
My mate played this the other day, and he was so good at it, he beat all of us.
Okay, bailout finish is allowed.
Is a win, yes, absolutely.
Okay.
450 for me. Who's on the 250?
I am on the 450.
Someone chose the 250 for a second.
Is everybody ready?
I am absolutely ready.
Yep.
And I'm red.
Let's go.
Red.
I'm yellow because yellow is jaundice and I drink a lot.
Red is for high blood pressure and I drink a lot.
Excellent. If anyone has purple, that's for corpses.
I thought that was blue.
Oh shit.
Shit, I don't know what one
On the back there.
Holy fuck!
Wait, what one am I? I'm so confused. I guess I'm the one that keeps playing because I really don't know what one I am.
Where are you gonna be? Oh, fail. No. Oh, crash. How do I come back? I'm alive. Who's red?
That'll be me.
Fuck. Fuck you, Ben.
Whoa!
Oh fuck. Oh man, we're
I
just realised.
Died. DNF.
Oh my gosh!
You are kidding me. I just realised with the Xbox colours.
So yeah.
What one am I? Was I
DNF.
Was I blue?
I don't know, Dom.
I don't know.
I just don't know.
I really don't know.
Before the next one, just rock back and forth so you can see who you are.
I was trying. I think.
Should we all just wait at the beginning and then see if Dom go forward?
Yeah.
I think I'm blue. Yeah, I'm blue.
What, you can't tell?
No, it's on the pad.
Oh. Oh. What?
Like magic.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, this is...
Whoa!
Oh, holy fuck. Excellent. What's the bailout button, by the way?
Why?
Because
Not
I'd
why.
like to know.
That is the button.
Holy shit. What is
Thank
this?
you, Sally.
Oh!
I haven't played this.
Oh my god!
I'm gonna explode. Oh, I exploded.
Oh my
No! No! Come on!
Let's go!
If only we
Crawl
could have
over
a
the line,
replay
go
of
on.
that. We could have a replay.
Come on!
Oh, I'm in the fetal position.
You are joking!
I bailed out.
Look at my dude!
That was amazing. Oh, I think I bailed from about 4 miles back, did a massive jump over.
Oh.
You're bailed at the last minute.
Okay, guys, pipe dreams.
Oh,
Much like this show.
Yeah.
I
3,
think the best
2,
position is closest to the
1.
camera, because at the back you can't see what you're doing.
Yeah, I have no idea what's happening. Whoop.
Whoa!
Oh, fuck. Shit me.
How I survived that. Whoa! I didn't survive that.
Come on, Yella.
Whoa!
Yeah. So it's quicker to teleport. Yes! Suck it! Holy shit!
What am I doing just hanging in the air?
It's just me.
Freeze frame! I can't believe that worked. Someone was going before me. I was like, oh no, they do not.
Hit the dirt.
Why did we all choose the most powerful bikes? They've got no control, right?
Oh, I love this game. It's so good.
You know what I love? Little Big Planet.
Oh! That was about the worst.
We could definitely have done that.
Could
Yeah.
have done that. Ugh.
It's weird, because, like, what else does Sony really have at this point?
Killzone?
Sorry, I was looking for games.
Yeah.
Yes! Yes! You hit the ceiling!
That was dark.
Oh, this is fun. This is the best game.
Oh man. There's only 1 point in it between the top 3 places.
Let's go. Let's go, son. Shit. Shit. Yes.
No.
I'm gonna win. No, I'm not. I've lost my momentum.
Oh no!
Oh, it's the wrong place.
Oh shit!
No, shit. I thought that was the finish line. No, no, no. You are.
Yay!
You are kidding me.
I just fell from the top.
Oh, I thought that was the finish. I was like, haha.
I think there's more than 1 point in there.
DNF. Is that a dirty, nasty fuck?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Don't be forks.
I have been bimbled by my own mistake. Alright, here we go.
Yeah, that bailout can be a blessing or a curse.
Yeah.
For defo.
I got stuck on the ceiling.
Isn't that a Jamiroquai song? Oh no, that's dancing.
Stuck on the ceiling
that's-
would be the best name for a song.
It's also not Jamiroquai.
Stuck on the ceiling. Don't know what to do, just still
Isn't
stuck on the
that
ceiling.
Lionel Richie?
Yeah.
Dancing
Lionel
on the
Richie.
ceiling.
Holy fuck, Lionel Richie.
It's got stuck on my head now.
The whitest black dude.
And all that.
Wow!
Oh.
Oh,
Look at those front flips. Yes.
go. Oh!
Oh, for fuck's sake! I'm flailing. I'm
Swimming. Oh, phenomenal. Okay, I think I'm back in the race. Holy shit, I actually am.
Ooh! This is close.
This is it.
Is this the last one?
Yeah, man,
Yeah.
7 out of 7. It's all come down to this.
It has come down to this.
2, 1.
Go!
Who's doing front flips?
That'd be me.
Oh yeah?
Whoa!
Holy shit. This game's actually really nice looking.
It is.
Oh shit.
It's,
Oh, fuck.
Oh my god.
Yes!
There we go.
Oh, the best ending.
Stop you doing I didn't even finish. I just started to flail again.
Amazing.
And we are back for the absolute final section. Now, we've got about a minute's worth of lag behind us, and we've still got 2 wallets. So the first person to type into the chat a wonderful compliment on how well we've done. No, you know what? Just type in "I want a wallet" and we'll give you one.
Yeah.
How's that going to work for a competition? The rest of you had to work for them, but now we're done. So, what are your predictions for what's come out of E3?
I don't have predictions, but what I'm hoping is that Microsoft are going to really,
What, get their thumbs out their asses?
I genuinely wanted them to be like, look, we're sorry for everything. We love you really.
Wouldn't it be so nice? Like, every time I watch anything with Iwata in, he's always so like, oh.
He's so polite and so just like...
Where, like, whenever a Microsoft executive comes out, they're just like, hey lads.
I'm in a shirt and shorts.
And it's ridiculous. If they just said, we're sorry, we know we fucked up, can you give us another chance? It would go great.
Instead of like, implying that they hate everyone.
As far as my predictions go, I think that Nintendo are going to pull through. I think they won E3. I think Sony didn't do anything different, and Microsoft fucked themselves. They're kind of out of the race.
Yeah, I think Sony did quite well.
Oh, Sony did very well by not being Microsoft.
Yeah.
There's a difference between like doing well in your own right, which is what Nintendo have done with like Pikmin 3 and Cat Mario, and doing what Sony did, which was not fuck themselves.
Yeah.
Like, you don't give, like, a medal to someone that doesn't fuck themselves. Can I have another? Well, you know what, James? You can't have another, I'm afraid. It's 1 per customer. I'm dying on the inside.
Who are we giving it to?
Okay, so, predictions. The competition this month. First of all, let's get last month out of the way. We had 3, count them, 1, 2, 3. Expert licenses to give away, and the winners are Mr. Mistius, who was quite critical of my Blood Dragon review. He said that I wasn't harsh enough on it. I gave it a perfect rating because the game is perfect.
There you go.
Italic Pigeon, who is a League of Legends player.
Yeah.
Looked him up. And That Rage.
Well done.
So, well done on your... I was going to say well done. It was a random name out of a hat thing, so well done on having a high luck stat, basically. We'll be emailing those to you as soon as possible. Not tonight, because we're all wiped out and we've got work to do tomorrow, but soon. Honest. Definitely not keeping
So, who are we giving wallets to? Would you like to?
Oh, hang on. Matt McKee.
You've been slack on your bill.
Yeah, that's the dude whose house we filmed at.
Yeah.
That hero.
Yeah.
Okay, great. You can have this one. Here you go. Now. Shit. This broadcast gone to hell in the last 2 minutes.
Yep, it did.
So, what are you going to be doing with the rest of? Well, I mean, it's a break in the season. What are you going to be doing?
Getting ready to go away, programming and stuff.
You know what I'm not going to be doing?
What?
I'm not going to be buying Kills I Won because I don't have any money. Which really upset me because I don't remember Vector. The only thing I remember is that one awesome cutscene where your Helghast team members I'm really untrustworthy, and everyone's like, you're really untrustworthy. And he's a space Nazi. It's just really exciting. The competition for this month, we've got 3 t-shirts, all done in I mean, it looks like it's Bomberman magazine. We've got 2 T-shirts.
Oh, 2 T-shirts.
2 T-shirts. That's so kilobits.
I know.
Anyway, we've got 2 T-shirts. This is why we need second takes. This is why we don't do fucking live broadcasts. The competition question, which is to be answered in the comment section below. These are the not live comments over... Wait, where's frame right? Yeah, over there. Okay, not there. There.
If it's the opposite side.
Of course it's not the opposite side, is it?
Okay.
The competition question is, who would you like to see in Smash Brothers, and what would their moveset be? Now, quite clearly the answer is Simon Belmont, so you can't enter with that.
Sorry.
Because that's my entry, and I've already got my T-shirt, I'm afraid. Like I said, just answer in the comment section below. The deadline will be on the... Producer. 1 week.
1 week.
You have 1 week to comply.
Oh.
Failure to comply will result in no shirts. Anyway, we have been the Kilobits. This has been a fantastic season. We don't have a highlight reel because the show doesn't really have highlights, just moments of bearability in a sea of shit.
Yep.
We really hope that you've enjoyed this 2 hours.
2 hours.
Well, 1 hour and 55 minutes, but you know what? We're slack. And don't forget, you can always like and comment and subscribe. Don't forget, I've got those indie interviews coming up. So, I mean, there's always content coming. Ben, as his farewell piece, is doing a The Last of Us review. So don't forget to, well, just don't forget to check that out.
Yeah.
You know what, let's just say something nice about Ben.
Ben, I'm actually really going to miss Ben. Like, so bad. It's going to suck.
I don't particularly know what I'm going to do.
No.
But you know what, no, we've had a fantastic season,
Yeah.
and just thanks to everyone that watched.
Yeah.
So,
Thank you. And you've got distracted.
he criticises others and they die from depression. Who the fuck is From Solly? Why do I recognise that name?
Because we gave him a prize before.
We gave him a prize before! Nasty! Nasty!
Oopsie. Wrong side of Toby now.
It's all fine. Anyway.
Yeah. Have we given that wallet away?
No, we haven't given this wallet away.
Who wants it? Anyone want it?
We're not whores, Dom.
Yes, we are. Who wants it? We totally are. We need to give it away somehow. Can't just sit.
We'll find a way.
Sounds okay. Alright.
Thank you so much for tuning in.
Thank you.
Like, legitimately.